We're doing it? Hello friends, this is Coldrun. Welcome to a new playthrough of a game that's not blind in many respects. This is Baldur's Gate 3, and I've been playing it blind, and I'm still playing it blind on my friend Perstein's channel. We're currently in Act 3, by the way, so we're like midway through Act 3. It's a lot of stories. Most of the stories have not really resolved yet, especially the side character stories and definitely the main story. But I wanted to start again as a Dark Urge playthrough because I heard, and I don't usually record replays or non-blind playthroughs, but I heard this was sufficiently different. So I'm going to be skipping through a lot of parts in the recording here that are stuff I'm familiar with, because I'm really interested in what's going to be different about a Dark Urge playthrough. And I'm going to be doing this as, like, I don't know, I want to try a necromancer. It feels appropriate. And I'll see a little bit of new stuff there and some of the storylines I missed the first time. But mostly I want to see the Dark Urge stuff, and that's what I'll be recording. I'm going to be doing this on balanced difficulty because I really don't have any good sense of strategy. I'm just beginning to get a hold on the mechanics, and I have a feeling this is going to be plenty difficult for me. That's right. So this is an origin playthrough. I don't know how they're going to do that, because for a while I was just assuming that the dark, because I'd heard of people talk about like doing a playthrough where you follow your Dark Urge, and I just assumed that was a custom character where you pick the murder options, where you like killed people and I don't know, or just a jerk. But yeah, no, what got me interested in this is hearing that it's an actual origin with an actual story. And this is my first time on on PlayStation, by the way, so I don't know how this is going to work. This will take some getting used to. But you remember nothing but a path paved with blood. Unimaginable cruelty whispers to you from within. Can you escape it? Would you even want to? Introduction. Play introduction.
My rancid blood whispers to me, kill, kill, and kill again. My ruined body yearns to reap death in this world. And when this foul urge calls, it possesses my whole being. Injured beyond repair. I know nothing besides this. I must resist the Dark Urge, lest it consume my mind. I must discover who I was and what happened to me before my twitching knife hand writes a tragedy in blood.
Huh. So you play as a... and I don't usually I don't know. I didn't know if I was going to watch that. Just I've seen some of these origin videos and they seem to spoil stuff, but I had no idea even how to begin thinking about or creating my character. And so you play as like an amnesiac who can't stop the urge to want to kill things, but who wants to resist it. I guess you could probably play it as either way. The whole "can you escape it? Would you even want to?" hints that you can either, like, that you can try to resist it, I guess. Like, you can try to resist it and just play more normally, or you can give in and see where that leads. I'm going to try this as more of a give in and see where that leads type of thing, but it's going to be uncomfortable, because like, if I'm in past games when I've tried, like, being rude to someone briefly, like, I regret it and I just re-roll or something. So this is going to be difficult for me. I don't know if this is a good choice or not for my cantrips. It probably isn't, but I don't know. I want to lean into like necromantic and poison stuff. I figure this is a Lothsworn druid, Lothsworn drow. So all about the spider stuff and necromancy. So, and I might adjust this as I go. I'm not locked to it, but that's where I'm starting out with friends, bone chill, and poison spray. I was trying to swap my background to, like, because I was thinking, like, I would have this as, like, a criminal or something. A criminal or urchin, I was thinking, but, like, it's set as Haunted One. So this has got to be just a Dark Urge specific background. A wicked moment, person, or thing that cannot be slain by sword or spell haunts your mind and flickers in your peripheral vision. You carry it wherever your adventure takes you, or perhaps it carries you. So my background is Haunted One, gives me medicine and intimidation. Intimidation, I guess, makes sense. Medicine is an interesting one. I'll go for charisma as a +1 bonus here, just again because the extra dialogue choices I think would be interesting. I think I'm okay with this appearance. Rename the character's default name is the Dark Urge. That's strange. I'm not gonna leave it at that.
You need a guardian.
No, I need to
Choose one.
pick the name again. This is the controls are going to take Controls are going to take some getting used to. I'm going with Shata, which is the name of it's a dark elf like NPC from EverQuest whose name I like. So yeah, got Shata. Next, choose the guardian. Sure, generic female drow. Okay with that. Venture forth.
The blood in your head drums and pounds. That pounding blood obscures who you are. An overwhelming loss of memory. How you ended up amidst these hellish flames is just as hidden. You have nothing in your skull, besides your name and a headache. But you are in danger.
So we don't remember who we are as we come out of the thing. What is L2? Inspect. Just shows who we are. Okay. Curse whoever did this to you. Say your name aloud. You have a part of yourself. Or take a deep breath, shake your head, and start anew. Curse whoever did do this to you. I think my character's gonna be a little bit on the impulsive side at times.
The torturer behind this cruel prank will meet your malice when you get out of here.
Yeah, there we are. Revenge.
Now that sounds like your first good idea.
This is okay. All right, already we're beginning. Personal quest, the urge. Be yourself, think dirty thoughts. Special, yes, special, aren't you? Shh, don't fight it. You know what you need to do. Take up that knife, do what you do best. Easy as breathing. You'll feel better after. This is usually the narrator saying from the first person perspective, saying like, we do this, we do this, this is what we just did. This is a second person perspective. This is someone telling us things. Be yourself, think dirty thoughts. Okay.
Release us.
This is the intellect devourer.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient should it prove a threat. Your fingers twitch with the desire to rip its tender, moist meat to shreds.
Well, that's new. Your desires. That's how I see like the benefits. That's how I see the benefits I get. I have advantage on this because of something called split splatter. Imagine a brain full of holes, a brain like your own. I guess because I'm amnesiac. Amnesic? How do you pronounce the adjective? Your fingers twitch with the desire to rip its tender, moist meat to shreds. This is really uncomfortable, but we're gonna, again, this is why we're doing this. We're gonna try to push ourselves to do a little bit of a different playthrough than I usually would do. Split splatter. Okay, split splatter. Here we go, I guess. So, can you tell me, does this tell me what it is? It doesn't tell me what split splatter is. It just, I mean, I can guess what it is. It's the joy of making something go split splatter, but, you know. Which we failed at. So... But we're not doing it, we're just imagining it, I guess. Oh, no, we're trying it out. We don't know how to destroy a brain. And now it's like pissed and gonna run away, I guess? Yeah, it's mad. Understandably so. Goodbye, newborn. I hope the game isn't going to just make me kill everyone I see, or, like, encourage me to do that, because that, like, I don't want to just have an empty camp, but plus, I'm not nearly good enough in combat to survive that, so, like, I know I'm about to meet Lae'zel, but I hope I just get to chill and be buddies with... I don't know if you can even do, like, romance plots in these paths, in, like, the Dark Urge stuff. Or if you can have relationships, or if you literally just have to kill everyone. I really hope it's not just kill everyone, because that's not as interesting.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon swing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
I really like Lae'zel.
My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
So I really like Lae'zel. We don't play with her too much in the playthrough I'm doing with the Proustian, because Karlach takes center stage, because Karlach I like her even more, probably. Yeah, I think it's safe to say I like her even more. And so that fighter role is often taken on by Karlach. I plan to use Lae'zel a lot if the game allows me to. Okay, so I can hit the waffle button to see radiant range. Range 3 meters. All right, let's try a Ray of Sickness on the faraway thing on the imp. 9, sure.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle.
Thank you. So let me try this, the Find Familiar. What does the plus sign mean? Oh, it's a ritual. Right. So let's try Find Familiar. We want to do Spider, of course. Conjured Spider, permanent, short rest, summons a Spider familiar with poisonous bite. Sure. So here's Shadowheart, sitting in her pod.
You! Get me out of this damn thing! We have no time for stragglers.
And I agree with that, but I also want to... Like, I want to get party members. I don't want to just be, like, the lone person who tries to kill everyone. Maybe that's what I'll end up being, but I don't... Especially with party members, I feel like you cut off a lot of story by doing that, so... There's magic at work here. Determine what kind. Another nat 20. Okay.
Ruins. You feel them drawing energy from the console near to the pod.
Are you satisfied? We need to go.
If I say there's no time, I need to get out of here, does she respond? I've never taken this, and I've tried so I've had the main playthrough, but I've also basically done the intro areas and got decently through Act 1 on one alternate character, and that's about it. So I haven't seen this a whole lot. I've seen it a couple times, but not a whole lot. I've never tried these options. If I say get out of here, I hope this doesn't just cut this off.
Get me out of here! I can help you! Good. Eyes up, and don't look back.
Lae'zel's such a shit. I love her.
I'm dead. Please!
All right. Sorry, Lae'zel, we actually have a quest to do this. Okay. Lae'zel's like encouraging me. Yeah, that's good. Just keep walking away. Dark... If I pick up the dark... Because the dark humanoid brain... there was that section in one of the later acts where, like, you can shove... Maybe in Act 2 or something? I don't remember. Where there's a part where you can put a brain into, like, a talking machine. I'm gonna pick this up. If I pick this up and use it there, I wonder if I can see it. If, like, it'll talk.
Images appear in your mind.
The intellect devourers attack you if you messed with them. That makes a lot of sense. Because, like, instead of saying I'm beautiful, like, they know I tried to poke them with my little fist. Slave mind. This is another one where I want to pick it up and see if I can use it later. It feels like this one, I'll bet I can use it later.
Another brain. Strudge, is this to be our fate?
Strudge. So, do Drow must have their own language, right? Like, do Drow in the D&D universe have their own language, or did they just speak Elvish or whatnot?
The console appears dormant.
Inscribe the device with the glyph. Oh, I'll bet this is an option I could have used even without. Inscribe the device with glyphs you sensed from the pod's warding runes. So, when I inspected the thing, like, that let me unlock this wizard-only option, so I didn't have to get the thing from the other room, get the rune from the other room. Interesting.
The console hums to life, but what is its purpose? Will it free the captive, or transform her like that other unfortunate? The pulsing glow. This device is different from the one that caused the other captive to transform. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod. Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
So in the main playthrough, I was very sus of these things. I think it's cool, but, like, I think in this one I'm going to try to embrace it. Will the pod open? Not like you have another choice here. I mean, the other choice is to leave Shadowheart, but. Sorry, Lae'zel, no nat 1 here.
Feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Last.
Thought I was done for. I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
You keep dangerous company.
So, this didn't click to me. I was just assuming she was kind of a racist jerk at first. But I guess she's worried about Lae'zel here because Lae'zel has a higher chance of recognizing and sensing that Gith artifact. But again, I'm not fully done with Shadowheart's or Lae'zel's storylines, and we're just in Act 3 midway through, so maybe something gets revealed there. But that's my current guess now. Yeah, dangerous company is what you need in a fight.
Fair point.
I'm gonna back up the aggression.
Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Is there a way to save? There is a save game here, so of course there's a save game. I'm gonna save here because I'm curious if I pick No, You're on Your Own, I just want to make sure this doesn't like mean she's not in the party. I'm curious if I'm a bit colder with her, how she'll respond. No, you're on your own.
Are you sure about that? Better odds of surviving if we help each other.
Okay, so they give you like confirm option. So no, well, all right, come on, I'm Shta.
Shadowheart. One moment.
What's that?
It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
And it does seem to imply that she's not just that Shadowheart isn't just against the evil race, or I know there's no evil races anymore, but like Lolthsworn Drow is still pretty nasty, I think, and she's not against that. Hey, we got the weapon drop. So it's an Everburn blade. Is that Minthara? I think it might actually be Minthara. Yeah, of course it's Minthara. It's the Goblin Camp perspective we're seeing here. Okay. I know Minthara is a character that I've never gotten in, we didn't get in the party, and who I know she is like the evil character. So again, I don't know how evil that is or if it's just the reputation, but I don't know much about her beyond that she's the evil character. And I'm excited to actually not kill her this time and see what she's like in the party.
You half expected your memories to return once you were free of the Mind Flayer ship. But your past is still an aching void. If you don't find a way to remove the tadpole burrowed in your brain soon, your future will be as blank as your past. Your head whispers vengeance. You cannot wait to slice your way forth, seeking whatever wrought this tragedy upon you.
Yeah, so... Oh, check your journal, yeah. So we're all about the vengeance stuff.
You drink in the pungent corpse. Since you awoke on the ship, your mind has been cold and empty, but something stirs. With your hands close to this body, you know nothing of why, but you find a half smile flittering across your face.
And they animate the half smile. This is... I just looted the random, like, mangled fisher, like, on the beach. And maybe this would happen with the first corpse I looted from anything. Push the smile away, this is vile. No, try to let the grin fall across your face. Try to remember the last time you stood above a corpse. Not the toughest roll. Good.
As soon as you delve into your mind, it is filled with flashes of 1,000 different dead. There is something unknown and unspeakable deep within your heart.
So we were like a mass murderer before, from the sound of it. We were just like the most murderous murderer. Wake her, reach for the artifact. Okay. It's not going to let me yoink it, right? Reach for the artifact. No one's watching. Reach faster than that. Nope, it wasn't me.
What are you doing?
Oh, you know what? Just checking to see if you were alive.
I'm alive, yes. Thank you for the concern.
The sus eyebrows.
Speaking of, How are we alive?
It doesn't matter. We
True.
made it.
Seems like we're the lucky ones, judging by all the corpses strewn about. I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
What happened to our gift friend? I'm gonna play a little bit coy. I mean, because I have a feeling we're gonna get along pretty well, but let's not let her on that we're kind of interested. Do you have any idea where we are?
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Well, yeah, agreed. Let's get moving.
Wait! Charging off by yourself sounds like a fine way to get killed. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
All right, let's get going.
One thing,
Yeah, because I do want
just
party
before we
members.
go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that.
I'm quite something.
Lead the way.
I have my robe and wizard hat all ready to go. God, that's a dated reference. God, that was like a thing back when I was in like high school. That's probably 20 years old at that point. This point, that meme.
Something the matter?
Oh, my memories are. My memories are all gone. Is your tadpole playing tricks on you?
I
On yours.
understand why you ask, but memory loss is not as uncommon as you'd think. There may be other causes.
So it may not be that. So it's probably not the tadpole that caused this for me. Shadowheart is like great as a damage dealer, isn't she? Or she's reasonably good as a damage dealer, it seems like. So this is something we can do without taking disadvantage, right? Oh, and it just saves. Poison spray probably sucks, actually. What is this? What's the saving throw here? Constitution. How's your constitution? 13. That's pretty good. Yeah, so poison spray may actually be something I avoid using this playthrough then. And yet, it's kind of my best melee option right now, isn't it? And it didn't even poison it, did it? It just does poison damage. Okay, that's actually even worse than I thought it would be. So we'll level up here. First level up. Yeah, so we're just going to go with Necromancy. Again, I had no idea if this is good or bad, but it feels flavorful and lets me feel a little bit more of like I could be a jerk, because that's how Necromancers can be. You walk through the Valley of the Shadow of Death and make lots of friends there. Learning okay. What is Grim Harvest? Once per turn, if you kill a creature with a spell, you regain hit points equal to twice the spell slot level used, thrice if it's a necromancy spell. Undead and constructs are unaffected. So there's a benefit from using necromancy spells, and you get to like use your life as a resource a bit, as the magic saying goes. At least a hurting with necromancy. Like false life still just seems not that good. We'll go with Grease and Thunderwave. Find Familiar was okay, but I don't know how I think I'd rather just have something else than this. So I'll try chromatic orb. So let's go to camp here. We're going to do a long rest. I know we could just do a short rest, but I'm curious what it's like just doing a long rest with just one party in the camp. Feels a little bit lonely here.
Something the matter?
And at this point, I also know that there's no shortage of camp supplies. So that's not a worry for me in the least.
You strike me as the reliable sort.
Boy, you have that wrong.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Don't question me. Hey, you monster.
Spare me the petty tyrant routine. You're better than that.
I really am
You
not.
should get some rest. We've got hard times ahead.
Oh, that was the quest. Okay. So yeah, being a jerk really cuts off some options. But you know, again, we're going to try to lean into this just because I'm curious what those options will be like. Oh, that hurt. Even something as small as that felt terrible. I'm trying to be like, yeah, let's role play it. Don't question me. How dare you? But like, it feels bad.
Something the matter?
As you writhe with sickly dreams, a deep dread floods you. Though you have a tadpole, you know your broken mind is not like the others who bear the worm. A few scraps of the past come back to you now and then, but you can never quite tell where the knowledge comes from. Inexplicable, violent yearnings overwhelm all other thoughts. Who could you possibly be to be their vessel?
Think upon your heritage. Is there truth hidden there? So again, the Lothsworn Drow I know are pretty nasty, but I don't know that it's not like a genetic thing or anything, because we know that there's a whole group of drow that you can pick a whole subrace that like is not like that or is against Loth. So that's a cultural thing. Contemplate your craft. Why do you have the skills you do? Probe your mind. What thoughts stand out the most? The answer is simple. You must be Death himself. Are we going to be that hubristic? The answer is bleak. You were once someone awful. I think this is like the truth. But maybe we just lean into this. You must be Death himself.
There are many, many more kills ahead of you. That is you, a killer.
I mean, how do we get bodies for necromancy?
Waking up, hearing the pounding war drum of blood. How much you treasured the sight of the first corpse you touched.
Swear to resist these sick urges, capital U urges at that, whatever the cost. Lean deeper into your foul imaginations. Wonder, why are these memories so beautiful? Fret, this is worse. There's worse in your head than a tadpole. I think it's wonder, because I don't want to just be pure murder person. Like, I don't think you fully resist it, but I think you could be a bit existential about it. Like, yeah, like, why are these corpses' memories so beautiful?
How cruel your old life must have been. What could have happened to make you forget? As you fall asleep, you are a shivering and shaking mess.
Don't expect consistency from me, by the way. I'm not really sure. I'm just feeling my way through this.
Blood. Blood. Blood.
Blood for the me. Okay. Okay. Journal updated the urge. So that we're going to get more of that second person thing. Follow your dreams. The exclamation points are killing me. At night you dream of a dead world, lakes of gall, pulsating heaps of expired flesh. You're the only living being. When the red sun burns out, you drive the last dagger through your heart. You dream of a dead world, lakes of gall. I know gall is like just a bodily secretion, right? Pulsating heaps of expired flesh. You're the only living being, so I killed everyone. When the red sun burns out, you drive the lights. Oh, gotcha. So when there's only no one left to kill, you just gotta. There's only one target left. Gotcha. Well, that's a cheery opening. Astarion. Hello, friend. Probably friend. I guess we'll see.
Hurry. I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
So we'll be a bit standoffish. Kill it yourself. You look capable enough.
I was hoping for a kind soul. Well, not to worry.
There's the pounce. Do we have a chance to... What do we do here? Quickly roll away. Push yourself to your feet. How do you keep the tooltips on by default? I'm not sure. Yeah, we quickly roll away. Add bonus. Oh, yeah. Sure. We got this. A dexterous little wizard.
I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod. What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me?
Yeah, it feels wrong clicking this, but this is probably where this character would go. I haven't done anything to you yet. Yeah, but you're...
You arrogant little...
Did he just call me arrogant?
You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
Put the knife away and I'll tell you everything.
I'm not an idiot. It has to be those tentacled monsters. Something they did. They took you too. I saw it during whatever just happened. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
And yet, you know what? I don't want this character to just be a default murder everyone thing. I mean, again, I've said that a lot, but like in the interactions, I don't think that's as... I think I'm going to accept the apology here. Or not necessarily accept the apologies. Can't blame you. I was looking forward to seeing yours. Or apology. You know what? I think this is going to kind of align with characters who see the world in the same way as him, as opposed to just wanting to always kill them all. Apology accepted. I might have done the same where the roles reversed. Or you know what? Can't blame you. I was looking forward to seeing yours.
A kindred spirit.
Yes.
My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
I'm in quite the state, but I think I'm Shta. This is a new one. I'm in quite the state, but I think I'm Shta.
A pleasure. So, do you know anything about these worms?
Yeah, they'll turn us into mind
Turn
flayers.
us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although... It hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it, we need to get rid of it. But, I mean, this is a necromancer. The idea of controlling him is kind of appealing. Yeah, you know what? Travel with me. Our odds are better together.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
As he joins your side, your mind dances with thoughts of a perfect, pretty corpse.
A perfect, pretty corpse. You know what? I'll bet there's a romance path there about someone you want to I think I've talked before about how much I love Dragon Age 2's concept of rivalry romances. Romancing someone that wants to kill you and that you probably want to kill. There's a toxic appeal there.
You have a manner of irresistible desperation about you.
Thank you.
I like it.
Of course you do. A manner of irresistible desperation. Okay, he's a mirror.
Astarion's an interesting find. Let's hope any future acquaintances don't hold a blade to your throat by way of introduction.
See, I yearn to kill. I only feel like myself when I'm killing. That feels a little bit like a non sequitur. And I don't know that I trust her enough to say this. Like, he knows that sounds weird. He knows that sounds off. And especially with Shadowheart, who's like not, at least not yet, on his team. I don't think I want to take that option. If I miss out on dialogue, so be it. It's a constant. It's going to be kind of a dance of, as is a lot of role playing. You always want to see what happens, but if you just take the options that always see what happens, it feels too chaotic and random, and like you no longer have a character.
A mind flayer. And it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Best be careful.
Wait, oh, there. Mind Flayer, yeah.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion.
Give in to the emotion. This is not a give in to the emotion of compassion character. You should be furious, shouldn't you?
Yes, you feel hate. And you deserve to be punished for it.
I hadn't seen that
You
before.
should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
Final Fantasy XIV is updated. Thank you. Intelligence. Concentrate on its thoughts. Yeah, there's something intriguing about that. Bonus. Guidance. Yeah.
Your minds fuse, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip claws back with a vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience. It needs sustenance to survive, and with your very body, you can provide.
What a troll move. So... this is a very troll move. So... this is... so if you pass the roll, if you succeed at the roll, you get closer to death. You know what? Hold on. Can we save here? Because this is one... this is probably going to be a death thing. I think I've seen this. You know what this is? I think part of the flip side of wanting to be kill, kill, kill is the... what do you call it? The call of the abyss. The death wish is a bit of a death wish. Submit to the feeling. Lean in as if for a kiss.
What in the hells? Get away from that thing!
He's saving me. It's fine, everything... change your mind. Resist if you still can. I don't think my wisdom's all that great. They're generous with it, at least. No!
Warm, wet tentacles wrap themselves around your head, and for the first time in your life, you're perfectly happy.
Starion tried to stop me. All praise to him for that, but now we have... now I'm just super dead. Weakened Mind Flayer. It's still weakened my ass. It's level 5 and it has 50 health. This is not a winning proposition. I'm just gonna... this is not a... again, we're gonna die. That's what happens when you feel the call of the call of the abyss, I guess. Sometimes you fall in. Let's try resisting the intrusion with everything we have. No, we'll go back to where we were before.
Get away from that thing.
Shadowheart helps me this time, so it varies. It's not always him. Change your mind, resist if you still can. Let's try to not roll a nat 1 again. Thank you.
The monster lies exhausted.
Look at those teeth.
defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Leave it to die slowly. No, we're going to close those eyes forever. Wait, where's Astarion? Oh, he's there.
Monster. Death is too good for him.
We got a haunted inspiration. Inspiration. Close the pinned mind flayer's eyes forever. To sleep, perchance to dream tentacle dreams. God, these inspirations are going to be something else, aren't they? Gale.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Gale is a character I expect to use almost none.
What's going on with that room?
Mostly because I'm a wizard too.
It's unstable somehow.
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Touch the sigil.
A hand? Anyone?
Fantasize about hacking off the hand. We're not actually doing it. It's a little harmless imagination.
This branch of flesh is begging to be pruned, and its sap sucked from.
Mistress eyelids, stop! Cease, you loon!
We're doing it? What the?
As soon as the dreams cross the threshold of your imagination, you snap back to realize they have all come true.
What the fuck?
Just full of surprises.
No, I didn't.
Aren't you?
Joy floods through you. You were dazed on the Nautiloid, but now you are truly awake. Alive.
Item received. Gale's severed hand. Note to self, be cautious about indulging in things. I'm not redoing this. I did not intend for that to happen. If I knew that beforehand, I would probably not have done that. I hope Gale's not dead though. I'm like gobsmacked right now. I'm trying to process this. Let's process by looking at the journal. What does the journal say? Inspiration. Indulge thine appetites, follow your dark urge. So fantasize is... Now I know what fantasize means. I really thought I was going to get like a little bit of flavor text. And then like, do you want to indulge in it? You know, roll a, you know, murder check to see if you pass, and or a wisdom check to see if you don't. I didn't think we were just going to flat out cut off his hand and not get him as a party member. That is wild. Of all the party members to not get, Gale is like my number one, who I'd be okay with passing on. But wow. There's no updates to the Urge, right? No. Shadowheart, are you okay?
Something the matter?
You know what? If it ever felt like this feels like the time, if ever. There's probably a tense silence right about now. I don't know. I'm surprised she doesn't have a reaction to this. We'll come back to this in a second. Let me first talk to the person who has a quest option. Starian.
Huh. You look rabid, pained, sick. You're spasming and twitching. You poor thing.
Really? I have almost no memory from before I awoke on the Nautiloid. Something awful is brewing within, I know not what. Overwhelming, violent desires fester in my skull. I think there's a few emotions going on here. Like, for the character, I think there's part of it is like, not like there's a joy in it, but there's not feeling out of control. There's like an addiction element, it seems like, building up, a kind of a theme there. So something awful is brewing within, I know not what.
Well, so far, my tadpole and I have been nothing but best friends. Something else is happening to you, isn't it? You have bouts of swooning and swaying, and your jaw is grinding like you're poised to chew off your tongue. Do take care of yourself.
Thank you. A supportive Astarian. I could get with that. And you know what? You just saw me in my full glory, or full horror, whatever that was. I yearn to kill. I only feel like myself when I'm killing.
Interesting. You're hardly alone. Bloodletting is quite popular of late. Though your twinge of conscience sets you apart from the brigands, monsters, and kill-happy fiends of the world. Whatever you think may be compelling you, you may have greater ability to resist it than you realize. Everyone has unseemly thoughts. Being able to quieten them is what sets us apart from the beasts.
I think it's a reasonable point. I think that's a reasonable point. I feel a little bit better about her now. She didn't immediately judge this or jump on me. Who doesn't engage in a bit of the old murder then now and then? But like, she was understanding and at the same time giving some pretty solid advice. Thank you. I'm curious if this changes. I want to talk about all that's happened to us.
What's on your mind?
How am I holding up?
I must admit, you've been a surprise.
Oh, kind of a generic
not an
answer.
Unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
If someone saves my life, I owe them a lot. But if then I then see them hack off someone's hand while like grinding their teeth and shaking, I don't know, that would be my response. I don't know if that would be my response, but maybe she's more open-minded than me.
You're both twice as tall as me, but have half the bloody backbone.
But we don't know what that thing even is. And what about the crypt?
I'm telling you, it's a ship. And the crypt can wait. Mari and Barton have been trying to break in for days. Now we... Stop! Got ourselves competition already. That's our ship.
Strength, I don't want to hurt you, but provoke me. I'll keep stabbing long after you're dead. I'm not competition. I am annihilation. I'm going to take kind of what Shadowheart said to mind. I think that if I'm going to be channeling these urges into something else, I'm not going to go persuasion, and I don't just want to do I am annihilation. I mean, this is a pretty good, like, 80s one-liner, but, like, and I don't have strength. Intimidation I have. The only thing is you own is your own life. Leave before I take that, too. This is the best I can offer them. And we get friends and guidance. Thank goodness for Friends. I'm gonna really like Friends, I think.
Well, in that case, come on, you lot. No point in getting
Yeah.
killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese.
There'll be
No?
plenty of chances to get killed.
Nobody's
to
getting
kill.
any damn cheese. Now move it.
Certainly easier to intimidate than to
Cunning
kill.
when you look. I thought we had a fight on our hands.
All is ash and meat.
All is ash and meat. That's my, like, general idle dialogue.
Thank you, Gibblebuck. Everything all right out there?
Nothing's all right. Performance deception. Let me in, it's me. We're not very deceptive, I don't think. So let me in now. No, let's feast on their despair. Gimblebach ran. Your friends abandoned you.
Well, I always were a bit soft.
Oh, never mind.
But I've got plenty of friends who ain't soft. Come in here and you can meet them.
Okay. We'll come in later. We're not going to do that right now.
You think it's dangerous?
Of course it's
Here she is. I forgot where she actually was.
part of Zor's whole squad.
So let's leave it.
And let the goblins have it? No. We take it. Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them. Holy hells. Under elf.
Lay tight, Nymessa.
If you value your life, walk away. Under elf. This is the first time anyone's reacted to me being a drow. And I don't appreciate it. Attack the tieflings.
Nymessa, watch out!
Non-lethal attacks. You can knock out enemies instead of killing them. But why?
No!
Right, we poisoned Nymessa. And we killed... Well, we straight up killed Nymessa. Awesome. I am
traps,
happy.
please.
Oh, gosh.
Let's end this.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness.
My kindness?
Don't let her take advantage.
All right, let's find this creche, because our primary goal isn't murder. That's just our nature. Our primary goal is to still get cured. So yeah, we'll find the creche.
You have made an ally from Creche Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel. Chatter already, Tuskegee.
Love her. I love her. I love her acerbicness, her acidity, everything. My past is I've had the... This feels random with everyone watching me, but you know what? I've had these urges. I want to kill. I want blood. She's probably familiar with it.
Many a good warrior savors the scent of blood in the air. There's no shame in a capricious murder now and again. Too many, though, and you waste energy and dull your weapon.
A very fair
My
point.
suggestion: attack with purpose and savor your kills. And if the urge proves too much, well, I'm sure we can find you a goblin or two to carve up.
Look at my supportive, accommodating murder group here. Shadowheart isn't quite in that same group yet, but she's not judging me, but she's not actively supportive the way that Astarion and Lae'zel are so far.
I am still getting used to people like you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them.
She's
That
met Drow.
large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake.
Be silent in the face of her goading. You know what? No, screw that. As if your upturned bat snout is any better. Her upturned bat snout is lovely.
Better is an opinion, but mine is certainly more economical, disciplined, dignified.
Her nose is disciplined. My past is a mystery. Could the parasite have caused that?
Ceremorphosis takes all of you. Mind, body, soul. An ordinary tadpole would eat at your memories until they were lost to the void. But our tadpoles are far from ordinary. I wonder if another factor's in play.
She is a sharp, cunning cookie. Again, it's the same conclusion I came to, where the tadpole is not the cause of this. You know much about my... Yeah, okay.
I understand much beyond your comprehension.
So I think that's going to wrap it up for me for this first video. We've got at least a squad together. We've started out on this dark path journey, dark urge journey, and I'm certainly intrigued. I'm uncomfortable. I'm highly uncomfortable, and I'm intrigued. All right. See you next time. Bye-bye.